Because the message was that it was not open.
Yeah, now we are live, so we can welcome everyone to the EnCyCriS. Are you able to start your camera again, Jonathan? We can see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by that, I should also share a screen, I guess. Are we now in the conference or are we backstage?
Perfectly live, Jonathan.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm having the pleasure to welcome you all to the EnCyCriS 2021 Second International Workshop on Engineering and Cybersecurity of Critical Systems. I'm not sure how many we are present, but from the organizer side, we are here. I'm Bjørn Aksel Gran from the Institute for Energy Technology. I have with me Coralie Esnol, and I have with me Kian Lee from the Korean side. This is the second installation of this workshop, and this workshop invited papers to contribute from research scholars and practitioners working on challenges and solutions for engineering and cybersecurity of critical systems in the fourth industrial revolution. It is a part of and funded by the Syvin project, which is delivered to us to the Norwegian Research Council in Norway, the cybersecurity platform for assessment and training of critical infrastructures, legacy to digital twin. As I said, it's a project that aims to deliver a cybersecurity platform with physical, replicated, and simulated components of a real-world critical infrastructure, and powered with some tools for doing reliability, availability, maintainability, and safety assessments, as well as vulnerability assessments, attack simulations, incident prediction, and response events. The project consortium consists of us from Institute of Energy Technology, IFE, or IFI, in Norway, the Norwegian University of Science and Technology, NTNU, the group working at Gjøvik, and software company Secure NOC, which have delivered solutions for vulnerability assessments and threat and incident detection for many companies. We have Avinor Flysikring AS, the largest owner of the airports in Norway. We have Statnett, the biggest provider of electricity distribution in Norway. We have Kraftsat, which is the SAT for the critical infrastructure in Norway. We have with us VTT Technical Research Center of Finland and the Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, which are high-ranked research institutes working with this area. And we have Eurocontrol, the provider of air traffic services in the whole Europe. For this workshop, we have had a program led by Socrates Kasikas and Vasilis Kikolis from Norway, Paul Smith from the Austrian Institute of Technology, Nicolas Papakotseu from VTT Finland, Duvan Ba and Ekony from KAIST, Ricardo Colomapakars from Høgskolen in Østfold, and me together with André Alexandersen Hauge and Vikas Katta from IFE Norway. The organizing committee you also see here on the right hand, and it is sponsored by the Research Council in Norway. To work around here, you are now in the EnCyCriS workshop, which you see with a ring. You have the left menu where you have the live events, the social room, and agenda, and on the right menu you find your profile, you find the way to the backstage, and you can log off. Of course, if you are so unlucky to just click on the browser, you will also log off from the event. Don't do that. Some tips for how to use Clowder. And the presenters, authors, and chairs have access to the backstage 20 minutes ahead of the time of the event. Although that is might be stand in your browser that the event is not started yet, you can still go into the backstage. To access it, go to the right menu and click My Backstage. If you have any trouble, ask Coralie Esnol via Clowder here in the chat or via email. I haven't seen a problem that she hasn't solved yet. During the talk, be aware of that this room is recorded. Only presenters, authors, and chair can share microphone, camera, and screen. If you're an attendee, write your question and comment in the chat. At the end of the talk, join the discussion room to ask more about the work just presented. And in any breaks or at any time, join the social room on the left menu to chat with other attendees. Everyone is allowed to share their microphone and camera in these two last rooms, also the chat room and the discussion room. The agenda of today, I guess you all are pretty well aware of since you are here. You can, on the Clowder, also see the access of the full program on the left side. And you will there see that we have 7 papers and live talks, which is about half an hour for each. It will be about 25 minutes for presenter, leaving 5 minutes for questions and answers. And again, the discussion room is available at the end of each event. To join the next event, after the end of the formal talk. If not, all is happening in the EnCyCriS room. Click Home or Live to find the talks. The today keynote that will come in the next session is presented by the Mehdi Miracorli from the Software Engineering Department and Global Cybersecurity at the Institute of Rochester Institute of Technology, New York, USA. So I will give there a more detailed presentation of him in that session. That leaves us some minutes where you are allowed to visit the discussion room. You can also be aware of that the breaks of today is not too long. It's put twice in the agenda. So you are also welcome to be in discussion room at the end of the conference. So by this, I welcome you all to the EnCyCriS workshop of 2021. I know that some of you have asked, well, will there be a third EnCyCriS workshop? That is not decided yet because the Civin project as such, which have been funded both the first and second conference, aims at being completed by the end of this year, start of the next year. So that leaves you 5 minutes. You can give a hint that you are present by saying hello to all in the chat. And we will meet again in the keynote room.